Look, the important thing on this slide is the last bullet. If reflection starts to feel annoying to kids, and a lot of them aren't doing it, or they're trying to hand their work in without the reflection, we're doing it. We have a problem. They don't have a problem. We have a problem. We're doing it wrong. So at the point where you get really bored and everything is really routine, you don't reflect anymore. You only reflect on things that are engaging. If there's no challenge or no engagement in it, why would you want to think about it again? You're just glad it's over. So what we need to do is find ways to get kids engaged in reflection, and to think about reflection as just a way of doing business. Think about those hockey players. They're reflecting. They're not writing paragraphs. They're not writing acrostic poems about how they did. But they're reflecting. I promise you, if they're getting better, they're reflecting. They're thinking about what they're doing. They're using they're using criteria to judge what they're doing. And they're making plans about how they're going to improve it. What more do you want? So when I work with kids and I work with teachers and talking about it, we come back to how to do this. In a way that's real, a way that's helpful, and is not routine and boring. And to think about, and you see I've kind of gotten really over the top on this. So what should students be reflective about? Things that are important. Nobody wants to reflect on anything that's trivial or irrelevant. I do not want to reflect on the periodic table. I may learn it, I may feel good about learning it. I might even be able to choke out a couple of words about how I learned it, but I don't need to reflect on that. What's happening to the ecosystem in my neighborhood? I could reflect on that for quite a long time. I also currently could reflect on Vancouver roads and whatever, because every street I go down is being torn up, so I can reflect about that quite a lot. I can reflect on things I'm interested in, I'm engaged in, that are important. The lists of things, what makes it engaging? Things are engaging when there's a gap, when there's a mystery, when there's just enough challenge, sometimes when there's technology, when there's novelty. So one of the ways that I start out with kids, getting kids to reflect and be reflective, is by working on body language. This is maybe my best teaching tip of the night. So I have a new class, and I say to them, I need to know all day, every day, what you're thinking and how you're doing. I need to know how it's going. If what we're doing is really boring, I need to know that. If what we're doing is feeling confusing to you, I need to know that. There's expensive equipment for doing this, but I can't afford it. So we're just going to have to use your faces. So what I need everybody to do, and that's everybody here right now, I need to see your very best I'm confused look. What do you look like when things aren't making sense? Okay, and do it so other people at your table can see you. Okay? Because if you do this really well, I can tell from my whole class of 75 when I'm being clear and when I'm not. I have a friend who calls strategies like this, help Miss Gregory get an A, right? And I explain to kids, I need to be a better teacher. I need to know these things because I need to be the best teacher I can be. It's really hard, there's lots of you, there's only one of me, so you gotta help me out, so you have to show me what you're thinking. And if you roll your eyes, I will not be mad, right? I won't feel insulted. So show me your best, aha, I just had a great idea face. I can do this with 4-year-olds to 25-year-olds easily. It takes no time at all. Would I do it all day, every day? Absolutely not. It would be boring. It would not be engaging. By the way, once in a while of getting feedback from the kids, it's helpful. And it also says to them that it matters to me how they're feeling about what's going on. And it matters if they understand what's going on. Because if you don't, I need to see it. So show me your best, I am really mad about this content and I hate this character to bits face. Yeah. See? See, it's not hard at all.